is Adelai Brown, your heart coach. How y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning? So excited to be here with you today. And I really just wanted to get on today and just remind you that you're okay. Like you are doing just fine. I know that you may have some challenges going on in your life. I know that you may have had some setbacks, some shortcomings, some downfalls. All of those things may have happened in your life. And I also want to just remind you and encourage you that you're okay. You are exactly where you need to be. You can grow, you can thrive, you can learn from where you are at this current moment, and you can get to wherever you're trying to be. And I just want you to be encouraged. I know that you may have experienced situations that didn't go how you expected. Maybe it didn't go as planned. Maybe you experienced disappointment, or you experienced loss. Maybe you experienced those things. But what I do want to tell you is that you're right where you need to be. You can take off right from where you are. You don't have to have the amount of money you think you need to have. You don't have to have all of those things. If you have faith, if you really have faith, faith will open the door and work it out for you in a way that it will happen. I have, in the last week or so, I have experienced some things by faith that I didn't even realize was like, you know, it only could have happened by the love and grace of God, right? And so last week was 15 months since my mother passed away. And I realized that um, I'm getting better, right? I can feel it. I can feel my, how they say, I can feel my health coming on. I can feel myself getting stronger. I feel like I'm getting my legs in life, trying to, well, navigating life without my mother. But I know she's with me in spirit. I understand all of that. However, I just miss being able to talk to her. I miss being able to lay next to her and laugh and joke with her. I miss being able to do those things. I miss hearing her feedback. However, I can hear her as I walk through life. I can hear her as people respond to me, as I interact with others. I can experience her. And it reminds me that I'm okay, right? There are a lot of things I need to work on, a lot of things I need to improve. There are a lot of things that are in the works for me, and I'm okay. And I just want to let you know that you're okay, right? Your circumstance may not have been ideal, right? The cards may not have fallen in your favor, or so you think. But I just want to encourage you not to give up. You might need to slow down. You might need to take a break. But I just want you to not give up, right? Just don't give up and be honest about how you feel. Be honest about what you're going through. Be honest about how you are showing up in the world, how you're experiencing yourself, and get yourself around people that actually love and care about you. Get yourself around people who love you enough to tell you the truth. Hey, good morning, how y'all doing? Get yourself around people who love you enough to say, you know what, let me tell you how I'm experiencing you. I don't know if you realize this, but this is what happens when I interact with you, right? Because sometimes we don't know. We don't know if we're being off putting to people. We don't know if we're saying things that are insensitive, or if we're being offensive. We don't know. But we also don't want to be walking around on eggshells, right? So we just want to get ourselves in a position of where we're in healthy community with people who love us enough to tell us the truth, right? Even if you have to hire someone, i.e., a therapist or a life coach or a counselor, somebody to help you realize how awesome you really are. Like, I promise you have the tools that you have right now. If you really put them to work, you can get to where you're trying to go. You can show up in life the way you want to. You just got to be willing to, how they say, you got to bend. You got to bend, but don't break, right? You gotta be willing to make adjustments when necessary. You have to be willing to be vulnerable. You gotta tell the truth. A lot of times we want people to keep it real with us. Meanwhile, we're lying to ourselves. Make that make sense. Please make that make sense. How can you expect somebody to keep it real with you if you won't even tell yourself the truth? Huh? It was so much of my life that I spent being a mother, being a wife. So much of my life I spent trying to get it right. I put so much effort into just trying to get it right. What is getting it right? What is that? What does that mean? What does that look like? Don't worry about getting it right. Focus more on being who you're supposed to be. Don't worry so much about getting it right. Focus more on doing what it is that you've been called to do. But before you can do, you need to focus on being. You really do. Your being, your authenticity, the humanity of who you are, your creativity. We need all of that. We need your artwork. We need your patents. We need your inventions. We need all of it. We need it all. So I promise you, you're okay. You're doing better than you thought you were. You just need to keep going. You just don't need to quit. That's what I'm doing. I'm heading to the office right now. I'm out and about, beautiful Charleston, South Carolina. I'm heading to the office because I have some paperwork I need to do. I have some continuing education I need to do for real estate. I also signed up for some continuing education classes for my coaching and consulting business. Why? Because I'm committed to doing hard work. I'm committed to growing heart equity. What is heart equity? Personal, relational, and financial wealth that we cultivate and obtain through authentic living. I believe that when we start showing up authentically in our lives, personally, when we start keeping it real with ourselves, we start taking better care of ourselves. I'm talking about practical things, drinking water, getting exercise, eating better, right? When you start managing your finances better, when you start managing your emotions, your spirituality, you're focused on growing spiritually. You're focused on making sure that your health is right. All of that goes into personal wealth. A lot of times we out here trying to secure the bag and do all these big things, but you're not even drinking water. Like you won't even take care of your body, and you wonder why things aren't working out the way you want them to. I can assure you, when you start taking care of yourself, it's going to take care of everything else in your life. But you got to take care of yourself, and that's why I'm telling you, you're okay. I have my priorities all mixed up. It's like, let me just get this going. Let me just get this going in my business. Let me just get this going externally. And then I'll work on me. Then I'll start then I'll start. No. How you do one thing is gonna do everything. I just wanna encourage you to, just stick with it. You might be dealing with some things that are this might be a situation you've been dealing with for a long time. It might feel long and drawn out. That might be what's happening. That could very well be the case. But I just want to encourage you not to give up. Like I really want to encourage you to stick with this thing. And I'm telling you from experience, I'm currently going through it right now. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't lose heart. Stay the course. And you are okay. Like you can do it. I promise you can do it. Just don't give up. Like that's all I heard in my spirit. I promise you're okay. You're doing better than you thought you were. You know how I know you're doing better than you thought you were? Because you're still here. You showed up here. You're here with me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? Thank you for being here. Welcome in to our Heart Village, Heart Tribe. This is just our little heart talk for today. This is my encouragement to y'all, right? I'm just excited. I'm just excited about what's happening. I'm excited to hear about how things are working out for you. So if it was something you wanted to do today, something creative, like maybe you told yourself you was going to write a book, work on a chapter today. Maybe you told yourself you were going to build something nice for you, groceries, so you can be prepared to fix this delicious meal you deserve, right? Because you get to. You matter. You're important. Maybe you did not hear that today or yesterday, but I just want to remind you you're important. I care about you. I love you. I know that God loves you. Nothing can separate you from that love. We have nothing to fear. Okay? Welcome to South Carolina. You say welcome to Texas. I want to come to Texas. I want to come back to Texas. I enjoyed myself when I came the first time. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm almost at work. And y'all let me know if y'all want to see my office. I don't know if you've seen it yet. Some of you may have seen it, but I can put up a couple videos so y'all can see. Check out the workspace where we going in. Um, yeah, going to take care of some real estate. Got to work on offer. I guess